Zero-click exploits are the kind of danger that doesn't even bother to knock. They don't need your curiosity, your panic, or your mistakes. All they need is one moment where your device is doing what it always does. Checking messages in the background, loading previews, syncing quietly. And that's enough for the attack to begin. Picture this. You're waking up, bleary-eyed, scrolling your morning notifications. Nothing unusual, nothing suspicious. And yet, hours earlier while you slept, a single crafted packet slipped into your phone's inbox. You never opened it, you never saw it, but it was enough to turn your device into a doorway you never agreed to unlock. From that invisible moment, your identity, your privacy, your accounts, all of them stand on a cliff edge. Stay with me, because later, I'll show you the rare, almost imperceptible signal that tells you a zero-click exploit has already made its move. How this attack breaks in. Zero-click exploits aren't like any other attack. They don't chase your password or beg you to click the wrong link. They exploit the quiet, automatic tasks that make your phone feel seamless. Imagine your device receiving an image or message while you wait for a train. Before you even lift the phone from your pocket, the system tries to parse that content, to show a preview, to display a notification, to keep things smooth. But this time, the content isn't content. It's a weapon disguised as something your device loves to process. The vulnerability might be buried in the image parser, the voicemail transcription service, or a network library your operating system trusts without question. And because the processing happens by design, the attacker doesn't need interaction. They gain system-level privileges, the kind that let them see doors you didn't even know existed. The twist: this entire chain is triggered by your phone's own helpfulness, a flaw hidden inside convenience. And the moment the exploit fires, your device effectively opens the door by itself, welcoming in someone you'll never see. What attackers do once they're inside. Once a zero-click exploit succeeds, attackers treat your device like a private observatory. Some work slowly, mapping your apps, your tokens, your authentication flows. Others go straight for the crown jewels, the keys that let them pretend to be you without ever needing your password. They harvest session tokens, intercept messages, clone authentication secrets, and position themselves to watch every digital move you make. And while I could tell you they rely on brilliance or complexity, the truth is more humbling. People follow predictable digital patterns. They reuse services. They keep their most important accounts logged in. They trust their phone's privacy too deeply. And attackers count on that normal behavior. Not weakness, just routine. With the right access, they start impersonating you, silently. They reset recovery channels. They expand into cloud accounts. They reroute notifications so alerts meant for you become alerts meant for them. This kind of intrusion doesn't feel like someone stealing your life. It feels like someone quietly borrowing it, molding it, reshaping it into a silhouette they can wear. The signs and how to stop it. Here's where zero-click exploits differ from almost every other attack. The signs are subtle and often misread as quirks. You might notice your phone warming up at odd times, even when idle. A battery that used to last the full day suddenly drains in hours. You might see a login notification that feels out of place, or find yourself logged out of an app for no clear reason. Sometimes the microphone permission flip states without your input, or a message thread shows as read, even though you never opened it. These distortions happen because compromised processes fight for control in the background. And the tip I promised you, here it is. The most telling sign of a zero-click exploit is this: your device behaving as if it's busy when you aren't. That includes background noise, phantom network spikes, and random app refreshes that don't match your behavior. To stop this kind of attack, isolation mode or lockdown mode can shut down the very components zero-click exploits rely on. Keep your OS updated quickly, because patches for these flaws are released fast and quietly. Disable message previews in apps known for past vulnerabilities. Use hardware-backed authentication for high-value accounts so stolen tokens become useless. And remember, even one habit, one that interrupts the automatic processing chain, can be enough to turn you from an easy target into a frustrating waste of time for people like me. Zero-click attackers want something very specific from you, a life they can borrow without your awareness. They want your accounts to trust them, your systems to obey them, your devices to welcome them. But when you understand how they operate, how silence itself becomes their weapon, you strip away the one advantage they rely on most: Don't give them the quiet they need. Let their invisible entry points slam shut in their faces. Let them find nothing but locked doors where they expected open gateways. Stay aware, stay protected, and I will see you in the next video.